Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. This is the National Football League. We'll see Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts taking on Sam Darnold and the New York Jets.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Jets. And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jets offense ready for their first possession, and they are led by the 23-year-old from USC in his third year now, quarterback Sam Darnold.
Year 3 now of Sam Darnold being the starting quarterback with the New York Jets, and as you might expect, some ups and downs along the way. That's what happens with young quarterbacks. Last year, 19 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, had to play through some sickness and injury. But the Jets really believe in this guy and showed it by upgrading their offensive line in order to get him more protection moving forward.
And here's the game's number 3 all-time rusher, Frank Gore. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
6 yards left on second down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Jets.
Catch there by Jamison Crowder. 78 catches, 833 yards, and 6 touchdowns in 2019. Operates very well out of the slot. One of the niftier receivers in the league.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. It's complete. It's Gore. That catch good for only a couple.
Frank Gore. Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a draw play for Gore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Run there by Frank Gore, and he has to be one of the most admired players in the NFL. Started the 2020 season, number 3 all-time on the rushing list, less than 1,400 yards shy of Walter Payton as the season kicked off. Spent a year with Coach Adam Gase in Miami. Now he's hooked back up with him again with the New York Jets.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Darnold now to throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On first down, it's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. Darnold 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Darnold to throw again. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Here's Gore now running out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd and 3 from the 9. They run. It's Gore. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That is into the hands of Perriman. Touchdown, Jets. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
After review of the play,
they had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Colts ready to go to work here offensively, and it is Phillip Rivers, their veteran quarterback and longtime Charger, who will be under center.
I don't know what it is, partner, but every time I watch Phillip Rivers play, I just have a big grin on my face because he plays the game with such joy. Loves being out there. Remember, he's part of that great 2004 class with Eli Manning and Ben Roethlisberger, two of them still in the league today. Now he's probably going to go over 60,000 passing yards and 400 touchdowns this season. The big question mark, how much does he have left in the tank? I think he's got plenty.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up second.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 30 on second down, Rivers. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, and it'll also be the final play of this first quarter.
With the score
after 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 25. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Back to Taylor on first down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He was brought down by
good strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
From the 16, Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
First down and goal to go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Rivers now to throw on first down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jordan Jenkins leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, Rivers. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now, despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
Third grab there by Zach Pascal, and he's one of those guys that often people forget are even on the roster, but when you look up at the end of the game, he's produced over 600 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2019.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
For the field goal, a 27-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Jets 7, Colts 3.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10. At their own 21-yard.
Frank Gore and company trotting back out there as they get set to go again on offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, he'll throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5, brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Darnold. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Darnold's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Drops it underneath to Gore. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Well, for the Indianapolis Colts, 2 weeks in, they were upset on the road at Jacksonville week 1, needed to bounce back, and they did in week 2 in a big way, dominated the Vikings, got up 28-3, won it 28-11 to get to 500. And Phillip Rivers, his first win in a Colts uniform, Charles, after he had 123 of those in a Chargers uniform.
Yeah, and he thought his first win was going to come last week in Jacksonville, didn't he? We all did. All right, so that was a big clunker for them to start off. But like the true veteran he is, nice bounce back for him and his team. And, of course, they're going to run the football. Jonathan Taylor now elevated to the lead back position after the season-ending injury to Marlon Mack. 101 yards rushing and his first NFL touchdown. They get the Jets next week at home. Then they go to Chicago and go to Cleveland. I think this team is a contender in the AFC South.
First down now, but that clock rolling. The first down throw here for Rivers. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the football going back here to the New York Jets. And for the Jets, this 2020 season not off to a good start. 0-2. Uninspiring loss, 31-13 against San Francisco this past week. And Sam Darnold, again, just having trouble moving that offense, Charles. Not all on his shoulders, though. He was missing Le'Veon Bell. Didn't have his top target in Jamison Crowder. But, despite all that, the questions, Charles, are getting louder. Is this team on the right track? And after 2 weeks, it's hard to say yes.
I would agree with that. And the difficult part is they're working in some youngsters as well, and it takes a little time to get up to speed. Remember, they drafted big Mekhi Becton at tackle and trying to work him in and trying to make sure that works. They brought in George Fant in free agency, so it takes a little time for cohesion on the offensive line. But bottom line is, trying to win games, tough enough in this league. Tougher still when you don't have your key guys out there. Now they go to Indianapolis next week. And Indy just won a huge game against Minnesota. They appear to be on the right track now. And then they come home for home dates against Denver and Arizona. They've got to find a win in there somewhere to get this team going.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Darnold from the gun. He's got Gore. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Frank Gore. Out of bounds at his own 49-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing again is Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and now it's 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the air again, Darnold. And that is incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Now another drive coming for Phillip Rivers and the Colts. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half throwing the football by Sam Darnold. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Hines. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was brought down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. From the gun, Rivers fighting Hilton on the slant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. He's got it to Hilton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Hines. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Rivers on the crossing route, complete. It's Campbell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
That's a gain of 4.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Sack.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
7-6.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24 yards.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Darnold on 3rd down. It's caught by Herndon. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Darnold to his tight end Herndon, 1st down, New York. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 39, Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st down, it's Gore. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Back now in Indianapolis. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. It's complete. It's Gore. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. A dump off here for Gore. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gore. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He finds his target. It's Crowder.
Darnold.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
And the Jets.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run with Samaje's younger cousin. This is LaMichael Pirine. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No one advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Darnold. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right?
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll go to Pirine, try to pound it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The veteran Frank Gore stands alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a Frank Gore touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So now the veteran Rivers and the Colts down 14-6. A minute 51 on the clock. They need a touchdown and, of course, the two-point conversion as well. Here's Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Rivers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And he's got his man Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rivers to Hilton there, first down Indy.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. On play action, Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Intercepted by the Jets.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
And now out come the Jets. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. .38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
We dominate today. I'm ready to take off.
Today's final score,
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Indy.